All right, so this is going to be a quick run through on the hyperlinks smart chain HSX platform. Now, the HSX is just a platform that we're leveraging to do the trades. Now, the group that handles the trades specifically, they are it's a wonderful group of people. The Smith Global Capital, and they work with BlackRock. And David is the one that handles a lot of the trades and goes through a lot of the analysis. You'll also see a lot of the breakdown as far as what to look forward to, what the heads up at, where the trades are going. That's David. That's the cup and handle, one of the strategies in taking profit on the market. And it kind of breaks down the different steps in the market. This is one where this is a double head or double bottom. This is where the market really retests and it goes through that support and resistance steps in the process. And of course, there's other ways as well. So we go through different strategies and we break it all the way down. And this is a person here that made a submitted a request for 38,000. So people are definitely getting paid also. So it's not okay. Me making it. It's another withdrawal for 10,000 initiated here, and this is a real person. This is their. Don't want to give out their business, but yeah, these are real people. It's not me making it up. This is Jason Reed here, and I wish that was Jason Miller, but no, this is Jason Reed. Jason Reed just made $24,000 today on this one trade, and he made 25%. So 25% on his balance, but his balance was already at 96,000. So 25% on that, 24,000 sounds about right, right? Yeah. So that's kind of the numbers that we do, and that's the general margin between 25 and 30%. And let's see, who is this? This is Ariel. Ariel did what? $33,000 today in the session, and they got 33% on that. So that's the group. Hannah's the administrator. Okay, so Hannah and I communicate very often. This is what the signal looks like that you're gonna get, by the way. So when the signal comes in, it's gonna look something like this. I'll break that down and I'll go into trade with you. So everybody who's connected with me here, you're gonna get connected to Hannah. Hannah's gonna walk you through the process now. Getting started right now. Once you get started, please make sure you use the invitation code 1069219. Okay, you're gonna have to request your code, but then you're gonna have that as well, the invitation code. The invitation code 1069219. Make sure you put that in, and once you put that in, send me your first and last name, because once you send your first and last name, I'll be able to do two things: one, confirm your deposit, and two, get you a bonus. That's the goal. So my goal by helping to make this video is not only to help you to get started the right way, but also to help you to get $100 to $200, maybe even $300 bonus. Depends on how you get your account started the first time. So that's really what we're looking at. Now, I'm going to go into my HSX account so you guys see what the platform looks like. I'm just minimizing here. I have mine open. Now, home, this is what the home is. Right now, the home platform, you see that it has some simple tabs with simple information. Deposit is what you're going to get started with. Most of us are going to be deposited with BTC Bitcoin. So you deposit it with Bitcoin, you just simply click Bitcoin, click on the BTC. It's going to pull up the BTC wallet address. You just click that wallet address, and this is how you send your crypto to this fund. Now, once you get there, you get there. It's going to be in one of your assets, and you just come in here and then you hit convert. Once it's here now, I have our USDT here, so I have 200 USDT here. So this USDT, I can convert it to BTC or BTC to USDT or vice versa. So, well, the USDT to transfer from BTC to USDT or vice versa. This is inside the exchange that you do the conversion, and then you can transfer. Now, transfer is where you actually take your funds from your online account into your brokerage account. So this is your fund account here that has the funds, and we're gonna move it to your contract account. And then you click on contract account. Is how much you want to put. I want to put max. When I click on the word max there, 200, which is what I have, you just saw a while ago, in my funded account. So once I click max, it will automatically get sent over. Boom. And it'll be sent over to my funds account now. How do I check if it was done? I'm going to go to contracts here. Now, when I go to contracts here, you're going to see my available balance. Now, my available balance is what's going to be reflected here in my contract. So I know this is what I have to trade with now. As you see my balance here, and this is how you're going to confirm that your asset just transferred from your funds account to your contract account. Because when you come back here, you hit contract account again. Even if you hit max, it's still going to say zero. Why? Because you did it the first time. Okay, so just pay attention to that. So that's something to look out for. Now, deposits, of course, after you do that and you complete that process, you're going to also need to come here to USDT ERC20. Now, this network address, you're going to need to copy this address and send it over to myself or Hannah, okay? It's important to that because this is how we're going to send you your $200 bonus. We're going to send it directly to your wallet because it's your money. It's like, it's my money and I want it now, right? Like JG Twelfworth, 877 cash now. But this ain't 877 niggas, it's 1069219 cash now. Yeah, I guess that's right. I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go. But yeah, so this is not JG's Wentworth. This is not 877 cash now. This is the markets. This is the trades. But again, when you're going to get a trade, you're going to go into contracts, and this is where you'd make your trades. And this is the period that we traded on today, QHW versus USDT. And you can actually click here up at the top. If you click at the top here, at the top of the page, you'll see across from USDT at the top here on the right, you'll see the candlesticks. If you click on the candlesticks, it'll actually pull up the candles in the market. So if you're like me and you like to do the trades where you look at the market and you make the moves, you can actually do this. But like I told you guys, if you notice what's happening right now, right? When the market's not really breaking out, breaking up and down, it's in the sideways, it's consolidating. When the market's consolidating, it's not going to be good to make a lot of money. Now, can you make money? Yes, but there's not a lot of volatility in this pair right now. Let me go down to the 1 minute chart. I might see some action in the 1 minute chart. And no, the 1 minute chart kind of looks like the same. As you see the 1 minute chart here, actually the 1 minute chart is showing, you see, look at, there's two different things happening in the 1 minute chart. All right. So in the 1 minute chart here, you'll see the volume line dropped all the way down. All the way down. We had a downward trend, and now it's now bouncing in a consolidation like we saw. So not only is the 1 hour consolidating, but the 1 minute chart is also consolidating as well, which is another reason. So if you look at it, each candlestick represents a minute, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Literally the last 30 minutes has been like just nothing. No money, no movement, and the new candle just started. So there's no money being made right now. Barely any money being made right now. Why is that? There's no volatility. Remember, guys, we trade price action and market structure. See, we might have a breakout here. We look like we're going to have a breakout. Should I trade that one? Okay. Let me show you how we make a trade. I think I'll jump in on that one just to show you guys how we make a trade. So how we make a trade is very simple. You come here and you go to contracts and you say, I'm going to do the 25% because I'm just going to show you guys. And then I'll hit sell, short, because I want to short the market as it goes down. Now, as it's moving, it's in, and I start making profit as the market's moving. Now, again, the market's moving slow. Because the market's moving slow, I'm not going to expect a fast moving growth with the money. You get what I'm saying? But then as it's moving, I'm going to make some money. And I got 25% on that. And I got 1%, 1% or 25%. I'm at $3 already so far. So if I can get to 5%, I'll close this trade out at 5% and see what my profits are at 5%. I might not even make it to 5%. Now keep in mind, I might not make it to 5% because I might even lose this trade because I'm not looking specifically at the market. I just saw it initially, understood from my analysis what I'm looking at, and I decided to do it. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double down on it. I'm going to do another short position. So I'm putting 2 short positions on this one. I feel very confident about this market moving in this direction. And now, look, I'm making money already right now. And I'm doing this right now because you guys who've traded with me have seen me do this breakdown and the cost analysis of how I make the market. So this first one is almost at 5%. So I'm gonna stop this one. As soon as I get to 5%, I'm gonna stop. As soon as it gets to 5%, I'm gonna stop. I'm just going to close out at 5% because I'm only doing it to show you it's about consistency and growing your account. You don't need to hit a home run. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm going to close that one out there. Boom. I'm going to take that profit right there. And I got another one here. I'm going to grow this one to 10%, and then I'm going to close the account there. because you don't have to hit a home run every time. You don't have to make $1 million. It's not about making millions of dollars in every trade. It's about understanding how to enter the market, how to exit the market, and making money from the market. How do I get in? How do I get out? How do I get paid? That's it. So I just got in. I'm just going to close those two trades out. So I just got in and got out, and you see my balance just grew by the profit that I just made right there, right? And it's that simple. Now, again, I'm looking at the movement of the market, and that's what I'm making my trade based on. So the market's making a move right now, and I think I could actually hold this one a little bit longer. And I'm going to take a risk here with you guys. I'm going to take a risk here with you guys. And I normally don't take risks like this, but this is what I saw in the market right now. I saw all four lines above that. So I saw all four lines above that. That gives me a strong sign that in the next couple minutes, the market is going to continue to move down. Now, this one just moved against me. So let me look at the chart right now. You see what I mean? That little move up put me in the negative. But how much am I in the negative? Am I in the negative a lot? Let me see. Because I don't want to lose any trades. I'm down $1. No, I'm not losing any money. I'm closing that one. I don't like losing money. I just lost $1. I can't believe I just lost $1. Changing y'all. It's like every time I try to cheat y'all on a trade, I lose money. So I'm just gonna win this one because I got $3. And again, I just did just small trades right there with you guys to show you guys how easy it is to go through the market. But this is where you're gonna do contracts. You're making the market. Now, if they say give you a different pair, another one that we use is our VSG or VSG USDT, right? So I think this is it right here. Boom. So on this one here, there's a lot of volume on this one also. So because there's a lot of volume and there's a lot of movement on this is something that, and this is the 1 minute chart. As you see, this is a different chart. So the makeup of this chart shows, okay, even though it's a 1 minute, there's still aggressive movements being made. So I'll take a look at the 1 hour chart just to get a better understanding. Now, the 1 hour chart is showing me two things. It showed me a breakout in an upward motion, but guess what? It's also consolidating at the same time. Remember that head and shoulders that we just saw, that David just showed us? So this is doing like a head and shoulder move right now, where I'm waiting for it to break out above this line here. So once it breaks out above this line or even this line, once it breaks above, price breaks above that line, then I would enter the trade. I'd enter the trade with price, but I wouldn't enter before then. Why? Because there's a great chance of it reversing. Now, if I'm looking at where price was previously, the previous lows were down here. So if I enter up here and it goes to a previous low down here, I'm going to lose it back. So I'm not going to take that risk or that chance. But what I would look for is for price to get up to this point. And if price moves up to that point, that's when I'd enter the trade. Why? Because it showed me the structure that I want to see of the breakout that would cause the momentum. Because again, the price action and the market structure, those are the two things that I trade on. Price action, market structure. Okay, so again, this is the HSX platform, just so you guys get an understanding. Again, we went through deposits. You can make your deposits there. Withdrawal is the same thing. You're going to go through the withdrawal process. If you're going to withdraw USDT, you click that. You click the wallet address, how much you're going to do, the max amount, but you're going to transfer it from your financial. So to do the withdrawal, you got to go back to assets. You got to go to transfer, and you go from your contract account to your funds account. And let's say you want to transfer max. And then if I did the max, the entire max would get transferred out from my funds account and my contract account to my funds account. Then once I can transfer it there, I can convert it into BTC and then transfer it from my wallet to there. So it's really just taking the steps or understanding the steps to get through the process, but it's all connected. And then you could see the accounts at the top here. So you'll see a contract account, and you could transfer from your contract account. You can just literally from this tab at the top here, contracts account, you can do it and do the exchange right there. In the financial account, once you start building that up, that's going to get built up also, just like your funds account will also. So, guys, once you start growing your account, you're going to move money through different accounts for different purposes. So you probably take money out of your contract account, but instead of putting it in your bank, where your bank is going to hit you with some fees, or Uncle Sam might hit you with some fees, you might just leave it in your funds account, which you have access to it, but you just take it a little bit at a time. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying it's food for thought. Think about it. Now, if you click on market, market's going to give you the market orders that's there. You don't have any market orders right now. Spot is when you do spot trading if you want to just get in on a trade for a small amount of time, but we do not do spot trading at this time. So I do not recommend it. I would not encourage it unless you're an expert trader who knows a lot more about spot trading and is willing to take the risk. If you're not willing to take the risk, do not touch spot. Forget spot. Do not spot trade at all. We only move contracts, okay? So contracts are where we move, and the contracts are primarily based on the crypto. And of course, assets. And in the assets, you can deposit, withdraw, convert, and transfer. Deposits, how you're going to bring your money into your wallet. Withdraw is how you're going to get your money out of your wallet. Convert is when you have it and you convert one to the other. Now remember, BTCs, you can bring in BTC, Ethereum, USDT. So let's look at the different coins you can deposit. Tron, USDT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDC, and USDT, ETR. So the Tether and the Ethereum. So you have both versions of the USDT. Okay, and the reason being, you have 5 different cryptos that you can deposit in, and then once you deposit in, of course, to your funds account, you can also convert it from your funds account to USDT, because that's what we do our trading in, and of course, transfer from your funds account to your contract account so that you can start trading, or vice versa if you want to make a withdrawal. And you can also see your exchange report here, so you can see the exchange record of all the different trades that were made and everything that happened thus far. And again, this account started with $50. So when I tell you this account started with $50, so look at the date this account started with $50, guys. So it shows you the growth of your account. That's what I'm saying. You see the date this account got started with $50, and that's this year. And you see the balance that we are right now. So I want you guys to understand that yes, it is possible. Yes, you can do it. No, it's not for everybody. So if it's not for you, don't do it. But if you see yourself available for about 20 minutes a day to be able to get some information and take action, press a button like you just saw me press a button and make some money, then it's for you. If it's for you, you just have to make yourself available 2 times a day. Now, let's get back into the group so you understand what the signals look like. This is Hannah. You guys will meet Hannah once you get started. And again, this is some of the promotions that we have right now. So we have the target return of 1,000%. So we're going to have an execution day on January 30th. So on the 30th of this month, right, we're going for 1,000% on this strategy in this play. So as you see, this is only for big boys only. So 300K to get started, a minimum, maximum million to participate. So again, you're dealing with BlackRock people. They have money like that. So don't see 300K and think, man, that's bigger than my house. I know it's more than what my house right now. So don't feel bad about that. But again, on the regular trading, completed 2 futures trades with just a combined of 66% from a $10,000 account would have grown to $6,000. And that's just based on the math. 33% in the morning, 33% at night. That's 66% for the day. So if you got $1,000 account and you grow that $1,000 account by 66% a day, think about that. That's like $600 a day. You get what I'm saying? And if you're able to grow that $1,000 account $600 per day, what could that do for your week or your month? I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying. So these are some of the trading that David goes over. And of course, we get the chance to see when we enter information, everybody shares their thoughts, their returns, like we went through this before. But what I'm going to go into now is the indications. So notifications come in. Hannah is going to send out an important notification as far as the trading time, what's going to happen. As you see here, this one came in at 7:35. Look out within the next 30 minutes. And true to form, 30 minutes on the dot, 8:05, the trading signal came in. And the goal was to do 2 things. So remember, we talked about QHW, that was a pair. And then we're going to do buy. That's the direction we wanted to go up. Well, you just saw me go down and make money on it a while ago because I saw based on how the market reversed the transaction price. And then we want to leverage 50% of our account And the goal of margin is to earn 25% minimum. So if you're making a minimum of 25% on a $200 account, you're making a minimum of $25. So you make $25 two times a day, that's 50 cents, $50. So you make $50 Monday, but by the time you go tomorrow, you're making $250. So the next day you're making $75 on that account. So you do 75 and 75. You see how your money adds up? But that's kind of what we're talking about. That's really what we're talking about. So I'm gonna do another video on specifically the trades, how we go in to make the trades. But I want to kind of show you guys the breakdown of it. And I didn't think this video was gonna be this long. But hey, I guess time flies when you're having fun. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of profits being made today, man. It feels good to be a part of a platform that's helping people to actually grow their profits on a day-to-day basis without charging you an arm and a leg. Because I've been a part of stuff before that yeah, it wasn't pretty. It was not pretty. Thank you guys for your time, man. Make sure you guys get started today. I'll send a link in the information. But yeah, 2026 is a new year. And if you guys start, trust me, if you trust me, not everybody trusts me, so I'm not gonna expect everybody on this to trust me. But if you trust me and you compound this $200 account for 1 year, I know, guys. It sounds crazy. It sounds crazy. You compound it for $200 account for 1 year. I guarantee. I swear on my own life, you'll never have to work another day in your life. You never have to worry about money ever again in your life. Don't take my word for it. Try compounding a penny every day for 365 days. Because a penny compounded every day for 30 days is life changing. One penny compounding, doubling itself every day for 365 days is life changing. So if you can grow your account by 25% to 50% every day for 220 days out of the year, you tell me what 2027 is going to look like. God bless. God's best. As always, guys. I love y'all. Godspeed.